the people that when that email comes in from them, you just go, oh no. Because we've all got them, we've all got somebody like that. And sometimes investing in those most difficult relationships can have the most transformative impacts on our jobs. Because having a great place to work is actually about having a great group of people that we work with. There's often something that we can do to improve some of those working relationships.
So Tina, really looking forward to hearing you tonight. It's great to be here in Sheffield. If there was one thing that you're really hoping people are going to take away from your talk tonight, what would it be?
So in our careers generally, I feel like there's a lot of pressure to be on a career ladder. And one of the things that I'm going to be emphasising today, that actually, particularly in tech, our careers are squiggly. We can move in different directions, we can pursue different opportunities.
I definitely like that message. My career's definitely been squiggly. Is there anything you think that people will be surprised to hear from you tonight?
Well, I'm going to give people some models to be able to evaluate where they are right now. Whether you stay in a job, pursue a new opportunity, move to a new organisation, there's a lot of subjectivity there, a lot of emotional influences on that decision, as well as the practicalities of how much you earn and how long's the commute. So I'm going to be providing some frameworks so we can look at that a little bit more objectively, but recognising that there is a real emotional element into all of that as well.
What do you think the impact is, or the value of communities of practice?
I think it's so important because it gives us the opportunity to look up from what we're doing, the projects, the day job, the thing that we're so entrenched in doing, learn from other people, see what's happening elsewhere, to disseminate and share best practice. It can be really motivating, and we can create connections that aren't just people in your network. They actually become your friends and people that you want to see at other events that you attend.
You know, what do learning organisations mean to you?
So to me, it's showing a real organisational commitment to individuals and teams actually learning and developing themselves and sharing that knowledge internally. And I think a lot of that comes from leaders role modelling learning behaviours. So one thing that I've always tried to do with my teams is tell them what books and articles I'm reading, tell them what events and conferences that I'm going to, sharing what I'm up to and normalising that aspect of my working life, because to me, that learning side is really important. So I think there's a real emphasis on leaders role modelling those continuous learning behaviours, but also organisations really allowing people to have space to learn. And that's through time and also things like subscriptions to things, but it's also about creating internal opportunities, things like secondments, shadowing opportunities, creating all of those opportunities that give people the messages that this really is a learning organisation.
How do you think AI, where it fits into that?
It's already being massively disruptive. I think my advice would be to individuals and to organisations is don't wait until AI is upon you to start your learning journey with AI. Be proactive, and organisations that have already invested in those learning fundamentals, creating their expectation of learning within their teams, they're going to be really well placed. Organisations that haven't invested in those learning fundamentals, they're going to have to work a bit harder to try and understand how AI is going to be effectively implemented in their organisation and how it's going to be used to supplement people's roles. It's not looking into the future and thinking, where do I want to be in 5 years' time? It's looking around us and saying, of all the options that are open to me now, what makes sense? And we can try something and realise that it's not for us, and that actually we want to return to a skill set that we've used previously, and that's fine.